Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about how my CV is my safety net. Alright, so this past weekend my niece asked me to help her write a CV. So she was applying for her first ever job, and one of the job requirements was she needed a CV or resume to apply to it, and she wasn't really sure what to do, so she asked me for help. Now, as a contractor, my CV was one of the most important things in my toolbox. So I always kept it up to date, and I always read all the tips and tricks and everything about how to have an efficient resume or CV, and I always kept it up to date, right? So I was like, yeah, sure, man, I'll help you. And because it was her first CV, you have to get like really creative because there's no job experience. You have to say things like the fluffy words like, you know, good with people, enthusiastic, hardworking, but there's no experience to go by, right? And I can remember my first CV, and it was very much the same. I remember saying cash handling experience and things like that. And now it's all, you know, .NET. It's all technical stuff. Right, and I was showing her some examples of some bad CVs that I've received in the past, and some that are really good. So we could, you know, see, I really like this one as an employer. This was the kind of stuff I was looking for. This is one that was really bad. Like I had one where he listed, well, one of the guys, and it's not to call him out, but he listed all of his vitals like height, weight, hair color. And I was like, dude, I'm hiring you as a developer. I'm not sending out a search party for you. But it was like, you know, because nobody really knows what to put on a CV. There's a few really good examples and everything too. But all the other contractors I've worked with, we talk about our CVs all the time, and we'll take on jobs just because that will look really good on the CV. Now here's the thing though. I have not used my CV in nearly 8 years. The last time I ever sent it out to any employers or a contract or anything was 8 years ago. So, you know, I don't know how effective it is, but here's the thing. The last time I updated it was about 4 months ago. So as I keep it up to date, even though I don't need it anymore. Because to me now, currently, when I'm doing my own stuff with Overpass, my CV is still my safety net, right? It's like my backup on my computer. It's something I hope I never have to use, but I'm going to make sure it's ready just in case everything falls apart, right? And I know that I wish I could say that I burned all my ships behind me and I'm never going to look for a job again and I'm never going to have to find another contract, but you know, you never know. You never know which way the market's going to go. You never know what's going to happen. So I do keep that up to date, and I feel that just having that CV in place every so often just to reconfirm to myself, yeah, you know what, I could get a job with this. I'm still marketable in these areas. You know, marketability is something as a contractor you're always thinking about. You know, you take on a job and they say, hey, we want you to learn this obscure language, and you're like, how marketable is it? That's the first thing you're thinking. Is that going to help me get something better later on, and things like that. So it's something I'm always, and it feels silly now. So now I say that I update my CV and I keep it up to date. I don't know how effective it is because I haven't actually sent it to an employer in quite a while. I used to do this. I used to, like, even when I was in a contract, sometimes I would apply for jobs just to test the validity of my CV. Just like to send something out to like a position saying, hey, you know, I'm interested in this position and here's my CV, just to see if they hear back from them, just to make sure that my skills were still marketable. And then when they would call me, I'd say, I'm sorry, I've already got something else, which was kind of a waste of everyone's time. But when you're dealing with recruitments, with recruiters and stuff like that, they waste your time all the time. So but I haven't done that in years. So I don't know how efficient it is, but it is something that I still keep in place. I still, you know, always keep all the boxes checked. When you're talking about the livelihood of yourself and your family, you know, you never know what's going to happen. There could be some big economic collapse or something like that, and you need to go find that job and everything. So you need to make sure that you're ready and everything like that. So my question to you guys, and some of you guys out there, I know you've never worked for somebody else. You're independent developers and you've always been independent developers. You don't know what it's like to go into an office and wait until, you know, 5 or 6 o'clock at night so you can go home, or to take your lunch hour and think, I better be back, otherwise they're going to think I was gone too long and all that stuff. And I really envy you for being able to do that. But you know, for me, I'm always ready to go back. And in the first CV, but it was so much fun doing that first CV because I remember what it was like. I remember trying to make it's like all marketing, right? You have no experience. There's no facts to go by. You're just like, I could do this, I could do that. It's promises and just trying to show the potential rather than just that. So rather than what you've actually done in the past. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hey, tell me about your first CV. Some of you guys may not have written one so far, or resume. Resume and CV are pretty much the same thing. All right, so let me know what kind of CVs you guys have out there, like especially your first CV. Anyway, that is it for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.